This Black History Month, one of Maine's award-winning businesses is teaming up with a Black-owned company in Los Angeles.
At first glance, you might wonder what these two companies have in common. Turns out it's more than just their products.
In Maine's thriving craft beer industry, there's always a new brew. Creating the next big hit requires trying something different.
At first blush, even these two beers can't go together.
But partnering one of Portland's iconic breweries and an emerging Black-owned brewery in California?
You know, this collaboration it made a ton of sense, and it's been a blast.
Allagash teamed up with Los Angeles-based Crowns and Hops to blend two beers. Crowns and Hops pilsner called 8 Trill Pils, and Allagash's Curio, a bourbon-barrel-aged triple ale.
Being one of the first craft beers that ever really blew my mind.
That's T.O. Hunter, co-owner of Crowns and Hops. His 8 Trill Pils is named for a statistic from a W.K. Kellogg Foundation report that says the U.S. could increase the national GDP by $8 trillion if we close the racial equity gap by the year 2050.
Is it changed the conversation around diversity, inclusion, and racial equity into an investment conversation versus a charity conversation.
Their blend, Cure 8.
You're tasting, and then you're kind of looking over like, man, is he judging me? Is he judging us all for diluting his precious Curio?
But we did tons and tons of different blends, and we finally nailed it.
A beer with a mission. Cure 8 is the inaugural drink of the 8 Trillion Allies collaboration series. That series partners established breweries with Black-owned beer brands with a goal of better representing diversity in the craft brewing industry.
It truly is a catalyst to a rising tide that lifts all ships, and that's why it matters.
These business owners hope their product will not only expand palates, but open minds.
It's truly a full circle moment, and I think really speaks to the opportunity.
Really, this is part of the mission of welcoming as many people as possible to the craft beer experience and to the Allagash experience.
Proceeds from sales will go to the 8 Trill Initiative. It's a development fund that the owners of Crowns and Hops launched. That fund is dedicated to generating opportunities for Black-owned craft beer brands and demonstrating the impact of racial equity. TO's goal is to achieve 13% of craft breweries in the country to be Black-owned, to match the representation of Black people in the U.S.